Yo, 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 guys. How's it going? Yeah, welcome, everyone. Good to see you all. Yeah, welcome to another live. Let's see what the markets are doing anyway. We'll check the news together first. And then we'll see what the markets are saying. Gold and Nasdaq. But yeah, welcome, everyone. Welcome. Good to see you all here. Let me just, So yeah, let's get this going. Hope everyone's good. Like I say, if you've got any questions, guys, put it in the chat, and I will get back to you. Charlie, how's it going? Zulu, how's it going, bro? Nah, guys, I love it. I love it. Post in the chat. Anything that's good and positive, post it in the chat. If you've got any questions, stick it in there. All good. Phil, how's it going? Charlie, Angie, welcome. Let's have a look at the chat, guys. MHK, welcome, bro. Good to see you. But yeah, today, guys, it is Monday, and we have got no high-impact news whatsoever. Yeah, we've got nothing, really. Let me just quickly check the filters are good. And yeah, we've got nothing today at all. Could, nothing tomorrow, too. Could some unplanned news come out? Potentially. But, we're not here to try and predict when unplanned news is going to come out. Like I say, this week, we've got Monday and Tuesday free. So it's just going to be pure price action. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is a lot more busy, but we will see what is happening, okay? But all we're going to do now is trade gold. I actually did have a buy here on Nasdaq before, and I tried to cancel my order. It took me out, but it's right. I closed it quite quickly. But yeah, gold, like I say, what I'm going to be looking for on gold is just this 30-minute closure here. If this 30-minute closure can close bullish back above this structure here, I might try and play a little scalp into there for 30 ticks. Maybe. Okay. I do think this is a big level. Well, not a big level of resistance, but this is the most recent level of resistance. And I want to see how strong this 30 closes in 4 minutes on gold. I mean, if it can close back above this level, I'm going to look to take out these highs here. Okay, so there's some decent highs into them areas. Yeah, cheers for the likes as well, guys. Zulu, welcome, mate. Good to see you. And yeah, like I say, decent range here on gold. All I can really do is just trade this little pullback on buys. There's nothing other than this little pullback to trade. 30 ticks there. So I'm just going to see how it closes here, and then I'm going to look to execute based on what I can see here. How was your weekend, Joe? Weekend was great. I had the in-person seminar that I went to. That was great. Everyone crushed it. Had the weekend in London, and then, I actually came home on Saturday night because there was a lot of protests, and I couldn't be bothered staying in London when there's protests and like different roads are closed and stuff. I'll just go again at some point. It's just not for me. You try going one place and it's closed, and then you try going to another area and it's just closed. It's like, I just can't enjoy it. So I was supposed to stay till Sunday, and I left on like Saturday night. Well, Sunday. Yes, I was supposed to stay till like Sunday evening, but no, I left early. Like I said, it would have been nice to stay, but when there's just protests everywhere, I just can't be bothered with it. You try walking one place, you just have to walk all the way around. It's like, can't be bothered. But yeah, that's what I'm looking for on gold, really. There's not much other than this. There's not much other than this on gold. So I'm going to be watching this range for now. And these targets, okay? So really, I'm just waiting for this 15 and 30 to close. Nasdaq's pulling back. There's not really much on Nasdaq. With Nasdaq, I'd probably wait for sells below here. Some proper strong closes below some structure. Maybe on like this 30 and 15. Then I can start looking for some sells down. Something like this. And then, is that a double top to take? No, it's got taken. Or something like so. 30-minute could be nice here on Nasdaq. Nice sells below there. Taking liquidity up here now. If it starts breaking back below, I'll look for them sells. That could be nice. Yo, how's it going, guys? Yeah, good to see everyone here. Like I say, just tuning in. It's the first stream back of the new week. But yeah, let's see what happens. But yeah, mainly watching gold closure here in 1 minute. I'm gonna be watching this gold closure. You know, if I can catch that like 20-30 ticks. I was up like $100 on these accounts, but I took like -10. Basically, I entered a position here on NAS, and I set my buy stop wrong, and as soon as I saw it was wrong, it entered me in, and I closed it quickly. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm not bothered. But yeah, I took a trade on Nasdaq this morning. It worked out, and then I accidentally entered, kind of at market instead of using a stop order. Sometimes happens, and then yeah, I exited that trade. But yeah, I'm gonna be looking at GC here. See if I can get a trade here into these highs, because I've still got like 30 ticks. So yeah. Yeah, how's it going, mate? How's it going through Krill? Welcome, bro. Welcome. Yeah, this close is bearish. I'm gonna bullish. I'm gonna be looking for some buys here. How many ticks stop would that be? $700? I'm thinking that, you know, if it doesn't give a bottom wick, where can you put your stop loss? That's why you need the bottom wick. I don't want this just to spike into all-time highs now. I actually want to try and get on this entry. What gold's been doing, it's just been instantly pushing up recently, and it's not really been giving decent entries for me. So if I can get a bottom wick, I'll like the entry here. Maybe just buy it on a recent flip. You know, stop loss down here. One contract. Just let it run. Something like that. I might have this with like quite a wide stop loss, to be honest with you guys, just to let it run into all-time highs if it wants to push. Give it a little bit of room. I know it like $320 into them highs, you see. I kind of like gold to push higher. And then continue pushing. That 30 close is really nice. I'd like to continue pushing though. And then when I do start pushing into these highs, I can then trail the stop. We'll see. Yeah, like I say, guys, I'm holding these accounts are up like over 8k, so I'm happy to trade with like kind of a bigger stop loss, a bit more relaxed, if that makes sense. A bit more relaxed. Normally, you know, when I get that push, I'm gonna give it time to give me that push. If it can give me the push, then I can just trail my stop loss. If not, I can just hold it a little bit longer, because I've already taken like 7k payouts on these accounts, so I can give it that room, if that makes sense. I'm not bothered if it hits stop loss. It's like $700 on one contract. But if it can push, then I can trail my stop loss a little bit, if that makes sense. But yeah, $700 on this account is nothing. Or $700 risk when I'm up like 8k. And the thing is, I've already taken like almost 7k. Well, I've taken 7k in payouts, so I can let these run a little bit, trying to, if I know where price could go into these highs up here, I'm happy to do that. But I'd want to see this start pushing here, okay, and then I can start trailing this stop loss a bit more. A nice spike into them highs would be nice. All right, nice. All right, I'm trailing my stop loss here now, guys. I'm happy to trail it. I'm happy to trail my stop loss here, 130 ticks. If this flips bearish now, well, it is what it is. I'm probably just gonna keep it to like -170. If it flips bearish from here, that's just very unlucky. It should go on wick fill. It should go on wick fill now. At least on here, anyway. And that's what I'm playing long for, basically. If this reflips bearish now, I'll be very surprised. But we'll see. We'll see. I'd like these all-time highs to go and get taken. Got my tunes in the background. Where's it pushing? See, that's the thing. We're not really pushing here. Like, on the futures, it's pushed like 15 ticks. Like, it's not, it's pushed 5 ticks on futures, but 15 ticks on FX. It's like, come on. Come on, mate. Hit these targets. So, yeah, this is a decent little profit now. I think these all-time highs could go and get smashed. So, I'm happy with this trade, and I'm actually going to trail it a little bit more. So, yeah, all good on this one. The thing is, I don't want to trail it too early. I'm going to trail it. I don't really want to take a loss on this trade. I just don't like how it's not pushing as much as the FX chart, if you see. When these highs get taken on FX, I'll definitely be trailing. I don't want to take a full loss on here. I'm probably just going to go break even and hope for the best. Look at that. That's so annoying. Yeah, all I'm going to do here, guys, is go break even and hope for the best. You know, this really, the future should be up here to the FX chart, but all I can do is trail it on this chart. We're up about $150, so if it hits break even, it is what it is. Like, I don't care. I give it a chance. It was worth a pop, should I say? Into them highs, it was like 330. See if it wants to push anyway. These tunes, yeah, it's just free tunes that I can use. It's just free tunes that I can use on YouTube. Yeah, it's going to hit break even, is this? Probably. Be very lucky if it doesn't. What is that? Give it a chance. Give it a chance to push. You know, it's pushing on here, but the futures have just been hard work. Look at that. Hope for the best anyway. See if we can get that $320 bag. Goldie, what are you doing to us? Look at that. A nightmare. Right, break even. Break even on there. Had to go break even with how far them charts were out. You know, it ran like $200 in profit, but I wanted to see if it could push much higher. Yeah. Break even there. Well, it was worth the punt. It was worth the shot into them highs. Not a bad position. Not a bad position. And that's literally why I managed where I did, just because it were very close to these highs here. It ran like 25 ticks on this chart, and now look, it would have been a break. Well, it would have been a loss. You know, when you push that much into liquidity, you need to be I need to be managing the position there. So it was worth a push to see if it was, well, it was worth a punt to see if it were gonna spike all time highs and, you know, push like 500, well, 50, 60 ticks. Chart were a little bit out, but it is what it is. You know, it only pushed like 20 ticks on here. Not a bad little trade though. Can't complain. See, Nasdaq as well. Nasdaq set up, missed it because I were on gold. It's annoying. Joe, how many different funded accounts do I trade in total? I'm only trading top one for now. Yeah, I'm only trading these on top one for now, mate. If you want, like I say, that's top one. Like I say, if you want a top one account, I've just put the link in there. The chat bot will put in the link so you can get an account. That's who I'm using. I'm using the instant accounts with top one. When the chat bot decides to put the link in, you'll be able to see it. There you go. Yeah, so use that link, use JTC, and you'll get a very good discount. like 50% or 55% off all accounts. I mean, if this 15 can close bearish, or tunes on in the background. Yeah, these tunes aren't as good as the TikTok ones, but you can't have like any tunes on YouTube. You have to have like the free ones, kind of. So the best one I could find. I might change it up after in like a couple of weeks. But yeah, for those who are just wondering, I just took a break even on gold. It was worth a little shot. Tried taking out these all-time highs. It pushed on this chart a lot better, like 25 ticks, and then hit break even. Hey bro, how are you? Not long back from Thailand. Oh, how was it? How was your Thailand trip? Yeah, nice. Yeah, man, Thailand's very nice. I like Thailand. Thailand's very nice, mate. I'm glad you enjoyed your trip there. Yeah, I lived in Thailand for almost a year. Almost a year. Oh, basically, yeah, around a year in total, probably. Around a year in total. Do you feel like 30-minute closures have higher win rate? 30 and 15 are both similar for me, like 70% win rate. Yeah, I don't really look at the actual time frame I enter on too much because they are quite similar most of the time. But 30 and 15 are the highest for me personally. Oh yeah, look at gold here. Very, very good management there. How did I find living there? Why did I come back? I came back. Well, I lived there for like a year in different places in total, about a year. But I was still traveling about between it. So like in Bali, Vietnam, and then Thailand as like my base. Living there was good. 3 years ago, or like 2 years ago, it was good. I'm not sure what it's like now. I've heard like there's a lot more tourists and there's a lot more stuff that goes on and stuff that I don't know. But for me, it was good. Yeah, so it was a good place to live whilst I was, you know, trading. I'm back in the UK now. Yeah, I'm back in the UK now, so I'll probably go back to Thailand and Bali next year for a few months. Yeah, I was unlucky that 30 an hourly closed very nice. Surprised it didn't push more. Yeah. I wanted that. Oh, mate. I really wanted that 15-minute on Nas as well. That were clean. I don't know how it top wicked and flipped, but if I was watching Nas and not gold, I probably would have taken that. And that would have played out. But that's just unlucky, really. Yeah, gold didn't play. Gold went break even, hit me break even. Nasdaq would have been in profit nicely now. Look at that. Closed below the range I was watching. Took some highs, rejected the level, closed bearish, bang. There you go. But I came back just because I were in Asia for a long time. I was in Asia and Bali for like almost a year and a half, 2 years, so. Yeah, unlucky that with Nasdaq, really. What's gold doing now? Yeah, gold's just in that range, kind of. That was very clean on Nasdaq. Exactly what we were talking about as well. You know, looking for a break below this level. It took some liquidity above, and then the push down happened. Yeah, but I do like Thailand. You know, Thailand's probably one of the best countries that I've been to. Vietnam's good as well. Vietnam's really good. But yeah, Thailand's more touristy than Vietnam. There's a lot more tourists in Thailand than Vietnam. But both beautiful places, for sure. I mean, this 15 closure is looking very nice. 15 closure is looking very nice here on Nas. Yeah, don't mind taking some sells if it closes bearish here on the 15. It's just that we are in this sort of range here, and this candle isn't closing super strong to the downside. But we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, guys, if you got any questions, feel free to put a question in the comments as well. Like I say, I go live on TikTok for like an hour and a half every single day. So I'm on YouTube, sorry. So I'm going to be live for probably like the next hour. So if you got any questions whilst I'm on, you know, you can see how I trade, you can see how I enter the market and stuff. Yeah. I do like these highs to come and get taken at all-time highs, though. I really do. Can you show again how you marked out your levels on NQ? Yeah, sure. So basically, what I was looking for is I was looking for a break below this level here, because this is where my recent resistance and support is, look. Can you see? Resistance, resistance, and then if I go onto the 15, look, support. So price has failed multiple times at this level. So I wanted to see price close below here before the real move to the downside. And you can see on the 15, we closed below the range. We had targets down here. I just, you know, would look to trade into that target. This is a super, super clean entry here. And it's very, very simple. Price rejected from this level multiple times. It closed below it. There's the push into them targets. And that's as simple as you need to keep your trading. You don't need to overcomplicate your trading too much. You know, you've got the target, you've got the closure, you've got the breakout, you've got the push down. Okay? That's it. That's as simple as it is, really. But that's the way that I mark my levels. You know, you can see that price has got recent support here, got recent resistance here. That's just a level of support and resistance that I need to break below to sell. Okay, once it broke below, and once I had these targets down here, I took sells into them targets. Bang, done. You know, there's no, like I said, there's no indicators. There's no big boxes. There's no area of interest. There's no confirmation, change of character, this, that, whatever that's going to blow your head. You don't need all that. Keep it simple. Trade with what the candles are showing you. And you're cool. If anything, I'm probably just going to wait for the... See, I really wanted that 15 and 30. That would have been very nice. Yeah, cheers for the likes, everyone. Smashing it. Can we smash 20 likes, guys? Can we crush it? And if you're new here, guys, make sure you drop a subscribe. Drop a like on the video. And if you got any questions, feel free to put it in the chat. On gold, I'm probably just going to wait for a break below this range here, guys, okay? Okay, I'm just going to... But let's see. Yeah, I'd like a closure below here. And I mean, if it closes below here, I like these lows down here to get taken. Quite clean. I mean, if it closes above this level here and I've got enough room, then I could probably squeeze a little entry, but we'll see. It all depends on the closes. Like, I can't execute and I can't think about entries until it closes out. And that's what's key because, you know, price could close below here, pull back, take out these lows, and I can take some sells before it actually pushes higher. And that's the key, not to be attached to one side of the market. But we'll see. We'll see which way. Like I said, gold could just pull back a little bit first and then give me the push. And I'm happy to try and take some sells if it breaks below. I'm happy to take them. Let's have a look at Nas. What's Nas doing? Yeah, Nas. If Nas can close bearish on a few of these higher time frames, I'm happy to take some sells. See how this next 5 minute closes. That'll be key. This next 5 minute can give me some up, then yeah. Because there's still some lows down here to take out. Still some lows down here to take out. Yeah, clean. Clean stuff on Nas. Four hourly is looking very nice as well. 4 hourly, like, is closing in an hour and a half. That'll tell a lot for Nasdaq today. At a big level as well, so we will see. Yeah, I think if gold is going to give us a pullback, it'll need to break below this range before I can sell. Just because that'll give me a decent enough range to trade below. You know, until it actually breaks below this range at 36.13, then I'm not going to really be looking for sells because this is the main level that it failed at before. What does the 4 hour say? The 4 hour is just a higher time frame. You know, the 4 hourly is just a higher time frame and can actually confirm some good moves. I like to have a look at the 4 hourly because you'll know when it's closing and you'll know what the 4 hour's saying. Is that taking them highs? Did it take them highs? Did it? I don't know. Did it? Did it? Have a look on here. Did NQ take them high? Not on the futures. It didn't. Yeah, the 4 hourly is just a higher time frame confirmation, mate. You know, if you have a higher time frame closure, then you're likely to push in that direction on the next candle. It can sometimes keep you out of a lot of trouble. I mean, if this 5 closes bearish, I'd expect these lows to get taken. I say expect because I don't really expect anything other than yeah, gold could close nice here on the 15. If this 15 can get below this zone, this level here, I'll be looking for sells. That's the key entry for me. This 15-minute on gold. Nice one, guys. We're almost at 1.6k on YouTube as well. Insane. Insane. 30 could be nice. 30 could close nice too. Yeah. Below this level, I'm going to be looking for themselves. 30's closing nice. It has left liquidity above, but this could be enough for the pullback to then continue higher. It could be enough of a pullback to continue higher. How's everyone's day been today, guys? Has anyone taken many trades today? Has anyone taken many trades today? Phil, 1 loss, 2 wins. Nice. Are you up overall, Phil? Because you had a nice win today, didn't you? You had a nice, the one that you posted in the mentorship, the community. You had a nice win. I've taken 1 win, 1 loss. I'm well, one win, 1 break even. Yeah, I'm break even around today. I did take a decent partials, but then, yeah. Yeah, up overall, nice. Yeah, I'd like a decent breakout. You know, I expect gold to take liquidity to the upside, but it could pull back first. So we'll see. We'll see. 300 on combines, lovely. And about 80 on the Apex. Nice work, man. Nice work. That's what you like to see, mate. That's all you really need every day. You know, that 800 could make your week. And you've done it on a Monday. You know, you only need like 1 to 2 good trades a week to make a good week. You know, people think that you need to be trading so much. It's just not the case. You know, it's like, you know, a few good trades, maybe like 2 or 3 good partials, and then 1 good decent hit of like 500-600 will make a good week. Like, nice. I'm watching Nasdaq as well. I am watching Nasdaq as well. If Nasdaq can close strong, maybe on the hourly, then I can take further downside. But the 30 could even close bullish. That's the thing with Nas. It can get very choppy. I'd have liked to have taken this though. What's everyone's prop firm choice, by the way, guys? Who's everyone using for prop firms? Top One, Apex, Top Step, any other prop firms that you're using? Let's have a listen to. Let's have a see of who you all using. I'm interested. I'm personally only using Top One for now. I have got other prop firms that I use, but I'm happy to just use like 2 to 3 instant accounts at once. I mean, if this 15 can close above and give a decent range into some highs, then I'll take it. But I'd need decent range to trade. Yeah, I'd need a decent range to trade here. Top Step and Blue Nox. I've never used that Blue Nox actually. I don't like live trailing drawdown. I prefer to like have an end of day trailing. That's why I like Top One and Top Step. I don't know if Blue Nox give you that option. If they do, that'd be better, wouldn't it? I thought they had live trailing only though. We have actually rejected that level there, which is kind of interesting. It has rejected that level there. This could push higher, and the 5 minutes rejected it as well. How many ticks would that give me into that level if I could take a little buy there? 20 ticks? Yeah, if this can bottom wick a little bit more, I'm going to put a buy on here because it has rejected this level here that I had before. Rejected it again. Hourly has just, or hourly is about to close. 30 is closing bullish. Yeah, I'd like to try and catch some longs on gold. Something like that into that double top there. Because that could just be enough of a pullback for it to continue higher. See, that's the thing, like, it gave me a bottom wick of 5 ticks. What can I do with that? I mean, if the 15 can get above them, it's not... Yeah, it's pushing. Look at that, pushing. Naz is pushing back up. Yeah, Naz is having a little nice retracement now after that push down. See, I expected gold to come and take them highs out. That's why I was being very cautious of these levels down here. You know, I wanted a closure below here before I started looking for them buys or sells. You know, you need to imagine anybody who's literally tried selling gold down here is in drawdown, okay? And the way that we keep at, or I keep at a drawdown is having these levels and waiting for closes below. You know, so many people get trapped. I don't, because I just wait for closes. It's key. And trading ranges as well is key. Let's have a. I'm going to do a bit of a reanalyze on Nasdaq. So I'm going to be looking for buys back above here. This is a decent level that I can buy above, and sells is just simply this support level down here. Simple as that. I can buy into these highs if I break and close above. And for sells, I'm going to be looking to take out all these lows down here. Okay, so that is exactly what I'm looking for on Nasdaq. Okay. If it breaks back above here on the 30 or the hourly even, that'd be really nice for some longs. Nice little pullback, take some liquidity, reject multiple levels. If it can close back above these ranges, then I'd be happy to take some longs. Like I say, I need them closes, though. Like I say, we'll see. We'll see what see how Nas wants to close on this hourly. Let's have a look at gold again. See, again, look at gold reacting from this level. Super key. Anybody in this range here is just really getting chopped about. And it's key to try and stay out as much choppy price action as possible. You know, I don't want to be trading ranges where I could get chopped about. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, guys, welcome to the stream. Good to see everyone here. Like I say, if you've got any questions, please do let me know. And yeah. Smash the like button as well. Let's hit 20 likes, guys. We're at 15 now. Let's hit 20. We normally crush 20. Yeah, look at that 30 push. 30 instantly pushed up on Nas. I mean, I don't mind sell still, but I'd need that bearish hourly closure. Because this hourly could still close bullish yet. And if it closes bullish, I'd rather be buying than selling. Especially if it closes above that level. Above this level here. Yeah, guys, bear with me. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm just going to get some water, okay? back. Yeah, it's hard. Like I say, it's hard with gold at all-time highs as well because there's not much to target. We'll see. We'll see what happens anyway. Yeah, guys, if you do, like I say, if you do want to join the mentorship, the link is in there. Like I say, Zulu's just put the if you do want to join the mentorship in the community, get access to everything to learn the full strategy. It's all in the mentorship for you. Yeah, I'm gonna see how this 15 closes. If this 15 can close back above this range, I'm gonna take a little risky entry. You know, if it closes like here, I would like a little risky entry into these highs for it then to push higher. So I'm gonna be trying to catch like 20 ticks first and then a push higher. Yes, Joe, you good? Josh, how are you, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm very good. I'm very good. It's Monday. Slowly getting into the new week. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, I hope everyone's good though, guys. Hope everyone's good. Good, mate. Just finished. Got on the charts for... See what happens? Yeah, nice. Nice, man. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm waiting for this 30... Well, I'm waiting for this 15 closure to see if I can take out these highs. That's all I can really see for now on gold. Gold's at all-time highs. There's not much to target. It's just a waiting game, really. You know, even gold here, look. Nasdaq here, it's in this range. I'm just waiting for that breakout. I'd like sells into all these lows down here, to be fair on Nas. It's taking liquidity to the upside. If I can close below, then I'd be happy to take some sells. Do. I'm gonna see if this... I'm gonna see if this closure here is gonna give me enough of a push. And then I can start pushing into more all-time highs. Because this hourly could start flipping and actually start pushing again. And take out more highs. But it all depends on this 15 closure. Josh, did you get your instant funded account, by the way? Did you get the instant account? I'd like to get this closure to see if I can get that push higher. Goldie. What's Nasdaq saying? See, Nasdaq's just in like the range still, so Nasdaq's not looking like it's going to break out just yet. But gold does potentially look like it's ready to break out. So if I have it, like say, if it closes, say here, where it is now, which is nice, I've got all I need now really is a bottom wick, and I can try and take out these highs. I'll have my stop loss that like below the range, and I'm gonna be looking if I can take this push higher. And what I'd like to see is something like this on gold, something like this. Obviously, I'm not in this trade yet. I want to let it do its thing. Not yet, mate. Just reminded me to go. Someone in the right. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, like I say, you do it when you're ready, bro. Do it when you're ready. Because the owl is flipping bullish, and it could go and take them highs. It is a breakout. I don't know how many ticks I've got. Like I say, I'm taking it on these accounts only because I've already taken payouts on them. How many ticks have I got into them targets? Like 15 ticks. Like 15 ticks. Yeah, it looks decent. You know, if you can bottom wick, it's taking them lows. Yeah, how's it going, guys? Welcome. Good to see you. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. How many ticks have I got into them highs? It's like 15 ticks. Yeah, I'll put one contract on them on the high here. They can flip bullish here on gold. I could take like a decent chunk. Like I say, it's a 15-minute entry based on this range. This will be the last trade of the day for me anyway, guys. If this doesn't work out, that'll be me done for the day. You know, I'm break even so far. Yeah, I'm break even so far on the day. This will be the last trade. It's not been the easiest of market conditions. Like I say, it's like coming into the US as well. I've taken like almost 3 to 4 trades today. Well, this will be my 3rd trade. If it plays out, nice one. If it doesn't, then I just leave it there for the day. That's the sort of, how do I say it? That's the sort of like discipline you need as well. You can say, okay, I've tried the market 3 times here, 3 different entries. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's one of them. Like, just move on until tomorrow. Nah, I don't like that. How many ticks have I got into them highs to that stop loss now? When it flips here, 10 ticks, 12 tick stop loss. Nah. See, that's the problem as well. You know, you buy in with a 13 tick stop loss for like a 10 tick win. Not worth it. You know, look at the stop loss on this trade would be 16 ticks for like 10 ticks. I mean, watch it play out, but it's likely. It's likely to go and take out them highs. You know, stops below there, 15 ticks. Into that where I'd be having to manage, it'd be like 10 ticks. A decent flip and push would be nice on gold. You know, like I say, I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch this hourly anyway. I'm gonna watch this hourly because the hourly could close and wick fill. Yeah, I'm not taking this, guys. I cancelled my order, by the way. Look, I cancelled my order. Just because I don't like the risk to reward at this first target. Like, it's like a 0.74 to 1. It's probably going to play out. I do understand it is probably going to play out, but I don't want to have, like, 15 ticks of risk to manage at, like, 10 ticks. It's like, negative risk to reward doesn't make sense to me. At all-time highs as well, it can get choppy. Don't want to get chopped about for the sake of 10 ticks. Yes, I'm not in this. I cancelled it, guys, when it created such a big stop loss. Well, not a huge stop loss, but you know what I mean. What is that? Yeah, so if I were actually looking to enter this market, it would have been after it reflipped bullish, so it would have been on that entry that I was talking about, guys. So, you know, it would have been like around there, and I'd actually still be in this trade in profit now, if I did take it. So yeah, it would be in profit, but I didn't want to take it for number one, just that the risk to reward doesn't make sense at this area. It's like it was like a 0.7 risk to reward. What is Nasdaq doing here? Let's have a look. Oh, Nasdaq. Nice. Yeah, if Nasdaq can break above out of this range, I'll be looking for them trades then. Look at that. It's taking some lows down here. Yeah, if I can get a bullish closure above here in 7 minutes, I'll look for longs on Nas into these highs. That looks a lot better. Made 215 on gold. Attached there. And maybe... Yeah, Mondays and Fridays as well, guys. Another thing, Mondays and Fridays are usually the worst days for a lot of people who are still on the journey. Because number one, Monday is the worst. Well, Monday and Friday, because Monday, they've been waiting all weekend to trade. They finally get onto the market, and guess what? They start over trading because they've had all the weekend of no trading. And Friday as well, because Friday they feel that they need to get the trades in and they need to make profit for the week because they're not going to have, you know, Saturday and Sunday to trade. So try and, you know, Monday and Friday, just understand, I'm just going to wait for valid entries. I'm not going to rush anything, just like any other day. You know, on a Friday evening, if there's no entry, I'm going to leave it at whatever my profit and loss is for the week. On a Monday, I'm just going to wait for the valid entries to set up. It's as simple as that. You know, just use it as another day. Yeah, I'm going to watch this 15 closure though. 15 gets above here, I'm going to be looking for some longs. Let me put here. Longs above this level. 15's looking really nice on Nas. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching this 50. Yeah, look at that on gold as well. Nightmare. Gold's gone and smashed targets as I mentioned. It's just one of them. I mean, if you entered, you know, you've made like 25 ticks there. It's one of them on gold. It's just not worth it. I didn't want to take, you know, an entry with a big stop loss of like a negative risk to reward. I try and keep out of them as much as possible. But it did work out. I mean, if you caught it and you went off the analysis, perfect. Yeah, that'd have been a nice entry as well. Entered there, like 40 ticks on the futures. Yeah, here we go. 4 minutes until this closure on Nasdaq. And then I'm going to be happy to start looking for some trades. Yeah, I think these highs are really nice to go and get taken. Look at the hourly as well. The hourly's closing very strong here on Nas. Even if you just get that little bottom wick and push, you know, you can. I'm gonna try and leave a runner here. You know, maybe like 2 contracts and see how far it wants to push. Especially like trying to come and fill some of this wick from last week. You know, last week's there's a big wick to go and fill. That could be nice. Especially how this 15's closing as well. You know, a little bottom wick and I can get a buy into these highs and then see if it wants to come and fill all this up here. You know, it could be a decent squeeze higher there. But all I need to wait for now is this closure. You know, there is a bit of structure here as well that I am watching. We'll see. Based on this hourly close, I'd be very happy to set some longs. Okay. Okay, look at this hourly and 30 closure on Nas. I'm liking these longs based on the 15 closure in the hourly. To take out some of these highs up here. I'm interested in that. $90 seconds anyway until this closure. There is a bit of structure there that I'd probably manage at. There's some structure here that I'd probably manage at. And then just let the rest run. You know, if it hits me break even at that structure, it hits me break even. It's all good. All good. Anyway, I need that closure above. I need that closure above. Yeah, so if I'm looking to enter this long, I'd probably just manage at this sort of structure up here. I know it's not much, but I have to kind of do that. Like 25 seconds left. This will definitely be my last trade of the day anyway. You know, I've taken 2 trades today. I probably won't go over 3. This is looking good. You know, if you can give me a bottom wick, I'll look to enter. Like, it depends how the new candle forms, really. I mean, yeah, just spike straight up. You know, gold hits targets. Gold smashes targets. I mean, if you took that long, beautiful. But then Nasdaq just doesn't give me the entry. It's like, sometimes the markets just want to... Sometimes the markets just want to give you reasons to FOMO and revenge trade, but you just got to fight against it, guys. Seriously. That hourly closure on Nasdaq is very, very clean. Just don't want to buy into structure like that, though. Super, super, super clean hourly closure on Nasdaq. I just don't want to buy into that structure. You know, another thing, the markets will do so many things to give you reasons to form or revenge trade. You just got to fight against it and understand that your plan is so much more important, okay? Like, look at gold here. Gold, gold smashed targets, okay? But it didn't give me an entry because the risk to reward wasn't worth it, okay? Nasdaq is just closed very, you know, very close to this level, okay? It's like, are you going to get FOMO, or are you actually going to just stick to your plan? And for me, I just can't long at a level of resistance like this. Look, resistance, 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 resistance. I don't care what the market looks like. I don't care what the hourly close like. It's one of them. I can't long at a level of resistance. You know, this could react and then take me out, and I'd be like kicking myself. Simple as that. If it closes above here, then yeah, I'll take some longs. But I need, you know, I don't want to be FOMOing. I don't want to be revenge trading. I don't want to be taking invalid trades. Even though the market will make you feel like you want to, you just got to fight against it and stick to your plan. Simple as that. Yeah, but the hourly is looking very clean here on Nasdaq. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Gold's not really setting up. Gold's at all-time highs. If you took these longs whilst we were on live and you took the entry, nice work. But I'm gonna head off. Gold's at all-time highs. I need to wait for a pullback on gold. Guys in the community, we'll go and trade, and we'll go and trade live there now. We'll go and trade in the chats there for today. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the live there. Gold's at all-time highs. I need to give gold a little bit of time. Nasdaq, you know, if it gets back above this level here, I'll start looking for them longs again. Back above this level here at 23,745. All right. Other than that, like I say, I need to wait for that closure above this resistance. If I get back above there, then I can start looking for them longs. Other than that, I'm not buying at resistance. Gold needs time to pull back. That's me for today, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow. Trade safe. Trade safe. See you tomorrow. And yeah, anyone in the mentorship, in the community, let's go and trade in the chats, and I'll speak there. Peace out.